Alright, so yesterday we looked at the nitrogen cycle, and today we're going to be looking at carbon dioxide and oxygen. So as we go through this, we remember yesterday that most of the atmosphere is filled with nitrogen, but oxygen and carbon dioxide are also going to be important aspects in the atmosphere. As we begin reading, oxygen is the second most abundant gas in the atmosphere. Sorry, just making sure that's clear. Is the second most abundant gas in the atmosphere. It makes up about 2/10 of the air. So if we remember from yesterday that nitrogen made up 8/10, and then oxygen makes up about 2/10. So there's not a whole lot of room for anything else in there. There is much less carbon dioxide. It makes up less than 1/100th of the air. Even so, there is enough carbon dioxide to meet the needs of all the world's plants. So there is much less carbon dioxide in the world, but it is enough to meet the needs of all the world's plants. Sorry, let me see if I can make this a little bit more clear. Helped a little bit. Just make sure you're following along in your books too. Carbon dioxide and oxygen are gases are always being made and used. So there's not any second time that's passing where it's not being made or used. You have learned that plants take in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen, and animals take in oxygen and give off carbon dioxide. But the use of these gases is not as simple as that. As this diagram shows, the give and take of oxygen and carbon dioxide has many paths through an ecosystem. So make sure that you take time to look through the different parts of this diagram, how plants and animals and the environment give and take the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Oxygen can enter the air during photosynthesis. Many kinds of organisms besides plants make oxygen by photosynthesis. Some microscopic organisms, so that means super small organisms in the ocean, called plankton, carry out photosynthesis. Some kinds of bacteria and protists also can make oxygen by photosynthesis. So photosynthesis isn't just plants. There's a lot of animals that can do it too, mainly in the ocean. Carbon dioxide also enters the atmosphere in many ways. Two major ways are through cellular respiration and combustion. Remember that cellular respiration is a process cells use to get energy. In respiration, cells combine oxygen with food. The results of respiration are carbon dioxide and water. Plants and animals, both on land and in water, live by respiration. Combustion is the burning of a material. Carbon dioxide forms as a result of combustion. Combustion occurs naturally in forest fires. So all those forest fires going on, that's a natural way of combustion. Also through machines, such as cars, power plants, and home furnaces. So there's a lot of different ways that combustion happens, and every time that happens, carbon dioxide is forming in a way for us to get the carbon dioxide that we need, but also then in return that oxygen replacing it. So look through this diagram to help you out. Make sure that you have your notes completely filled out. And then to get to your worksheet for today, make sure that you are going through the steps to completion, clicking on the worksheet for lesson 6. And that will take you to your worksheet for today. You are answering the questions. Look at these pages to check your answers, and then fill in the blank. And you've got then, why are decomposers important to other living things? Look at page 148 to 149 to help you out. And then you should be all set for lesson 6.